Raising awareness that this doesn't need to be the way that it is. One of the programs I love about Last Prisoner Projects is their clemency program. What it does is it pairs prisoners with a pro bono lawyer that they fill out the paperwork together and they file it for them. That begins their journey of having the state reevaluate their case and if they should still be in jail.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Cannabis Corona Report, where we speak to cannabis companies that are succeeding or helping others succeed during the global pandemic. And today we are joined by Allie Marconi, the Director of Marketing for Copperstate Farms. Allie, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dan. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I really appreciate you being with us today. I'm so looking forward to talking to you about all the great work that you're doing to help the Last Prisoner Project. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about Copperstate Farms, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, vertically integrated cannabis companies in the United States. Give us a brief overview.
Yeah, well, in a nutshell, right now we're the largest outdoor Dutch-style greenhouse. We're coming in at about 53 acres under glass. Copperstate Farms has been in business for about 4 years. I've been with the company for 2 years, so I definitely have had an opportunity to watch it evolve right in front of my eyes, which has been amazing. When I came on board, we had just launched our house edible brand called Good Things Coming. And then we were working really diligently on the dispensary locations. We opened up Soulflower last summer. We also have established a partnership with DNA Genetics. They're a globally renowned genetics company, and we got to launch DNA Genetic retail ready 8s and pre-rolls and popcorn this fall to Arizona, which has been really exciting. And currently, not done yet.
I know, you could go on forever.
I know, right? Also, we've been developing a new concentrate brand. I've been working on and developing this brand since April. It will be called Array. My favorite component about it is it's going to be very focused on terpene education, terpene profiles, how they interact with cannabinoids. Hopefully as we get closer to legalization, more and more research is be put towards terpene and, how our endocannabinoid systems work.
Well, you mentioned when we passed legalization, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you in Arizona. We thought it was going to happen in the past. It didn't. It's going to happen this year for sure. And then things are off to the races. So that'll be good.
Yes, but it's nerve-wracking. You never know how the campaigning will turn out until election day.
Hopefully we'll know on election day. I want to just shift gears right now and talk about this exciting project. Tell us about the Last Prisoner Project.
Absolutely. So really seeing what's going on in the industry and who's been affected and how their lives have been derailed by cannabis charges. For us, we don't sleep well at night knowing that is going on, and we're running our business off of something that someone is sitting in jail because of. So for us to put our effort and energy behind this organization, behind this cause, raising awareness that this doesn't need to be the way that it is. One of the programs I love about Last Prisoner Projects is their clemency program. What it does is it pairs prisoners with a pro bono lawyer that they fill out the paperwork together and they file it for them. That begins their journey of having the state reevaluate their case and if they should still be in jail. That's just one of the ways in which they are actively helping. They do a phenomenal job of taking care of the prisoners while they're still behind bars, like putting money in their ancillary account. Yeah.
Commissary?
Yeah, putting money in there for them. It's so expensive to have someone in prison and make sure that they have a bit more above the bare minimum that they're given, works really closely with a scholarship program for their children whose parents have been affected by this. And I love the fact that the organization has a program in place that not only is really trying to get these people out of jail, but also while they're there, being realistic and saying, okay, well, we need to take care of you while we're there. We need to take care of your family while you're not with them. Then when you do get to a place of being released, let's take care of you as you implement back into society.
Hey, if you're a cannabis company that's preparing to raise capital or an investor looking for an early cannabis investment opportunity, you'll want to tune into the Raising Cannabis Capital podcast beginning on August 15th as we simulcast the Cannabis Crowdfunding podcast series featuring the top crowdfunding platforms. Tune in on August 15th and learn what it takes to launch a crowdfunding campaign on the Raising Cannabis Capital podcast. Tell us what you guys are doing. I know you've formed partnership with them. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we made a partnership with them where it's our goal to raise $100,000 by, our first campaign just ended. We raised $35,000. So that was massive. Yeah.
Nice. And that was $1 per cartridge?
Yeah, $1 per Copperstate cartridge went back to Last Prisoner Project. It's such an important cause to talk about and know about. And I love those campaigns where you're not asking the patient to do anything other than what they already came here to do, which is if they were going to buy a cartridge, they bought a cartridge, but they also helped raise money for an organization at the same time.
Yeah, because you're not charging more for the cartridge. You're just taking a $1 off of so that the patient knows that they've helped without spending any extra money out of their pockets. I think it's so great on so many levels, but you're bringing awareness to something that people need to understand is that there are a lot of people right now that are in jail for crimes that right now would be making them a lot of money legally, but before it was illegal, now they're still in jail and it isn't fair. And that's what's so great about what you're doing. Give you a lot of credit.
Oh, well, honestly, all the credit has to go to Last Prisoner Project and all of the families that just want their loved ones back home. I mean, we're doing this for them and we want to just do what we can to move this forward as fast as possible because it's gut-wrenching when you hear these stories and it's like you want to turn away, right? It's like this moment of like ignorance is bliss, but you can't because this is what is real. These are people who are suffering.
Well, like I said, that's just great. And we'll have the links to Copperstate if you want to learn more about Copperstate. And we'll also have the link to Last Prisoner Project in the show notes. So if you want to learn more or if you want to make a contribution to Last Prisoner Project, please click the link. Allie, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. It's nice getting to know you. And thank everybody in your organization for what they're doing. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate it too.